Got another mega box of Topps Holiday Baseball cards from 2025 from this year. This will be my third mega box I've opened. I've also opened two tins. I'm about 20 cards, I guess, away from the set. And with the way Topps does collation, it wouldn't surprise me in the least if we got a set from this box right here. Topps has done this for a long time. That, if you bought a case of hobby, you were almost assured, a set, depending on how tough they were and things like that, or several sets in many cases. And this year's is loaded. They've got chrome cards for the first time. And there's our bulb. That's our second Soto. I hope that's not an indication of what we're getting in the box, like maybe we're getting the same cards. The boxes are nice looking. That's not what you want. Let's see. Yeah, these are a really great value, and like I said, they're loaded. A lot better value than they were in forever, really. Other than short prints and the occasional autograph you might get in there, there really wasn't anything. They didn't even have parallels, I don't believe, other than like the snowflakes, things like that. That was about it. Now a lot more value, and I had funny luck on the first two boxes. I got a Santa Claus, one in a tin and one in a mega box, and I know I'm realizing now that was just luck, because I've opened two more boxes, and this will be the third since those first two, and no more Santas. So I was kind of wondering if the odds were legit. Here I found the. See, we can get it back in there. Oh, I can't turn it over. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's too funny. I can't. This is weird. No matter how I grab it. Okay, there we go. And unpunched. Jackson Merrill. Sean Burke. I've gotten written down how many cards we need, or the numbers at least. Tyler Locklear. It's not this pack. Stephen Kwan. And the thing is, too, is if we don't get the right box, we might not get any towards the set at all, because just the way Topps does the collation. Shane McClanahan. Christian Campbell. Augustin Ramirez. Cal Raleigh. Huh. Oh, yeah. I was like, usually get at least one insert or parallel or something. Ian Happ. And our silver is Christian Walker. Usually get about around 85 base cards on these, give or take. And you'll get one or two non-base cards per pack. And there's Christian Walker again. Yeah, this box is not looking good. It's a lot of the same players I already have. James Wood, Connor Norby. And let's just hope we get something good in the box then. Max Fried, Edgar Quero, Willie Adames. Yeah, it's not looking good. Jordan Westberg, Nick York, Spencer Schwellenbach, and there's our first short print. Mike Trout on the wreath. Let me see what the code is on this one. Yeah, 523. That seems to be the common code. I've run out of top loads. I got to get some more. So I'm just going to set those there for now. Those are the short prints. These are the snowflakes. Nick Gable. I'm not sure if the snowflake set is a parallel where they did one for each card in the set, but it's kind of looking that way. And if you're not familiar with them, and they seem to be just Mega Box exclusives, I guess, or I'm not sure. Maybe it's 10 because I've opened 210. I guess we'll see. But there's no difference on the front. There's nothing different on the front that tells you it's a short print. The only thing is the snowflake. I haven't looked at the code, but I would imagine the code might be different too. The snowflake and the brown border. That's it. I've got a same thing. I've got a Corbin Burns, and then you see that's a parallel. You have to make sure you don't miss. The good thing is that they pack it in the back in the case of the Mega Box packs. In the tins, and I'm not sure yet if they're in the tins or vice versa. They pack the hits in the middle, so just something to be aware of. Dalton Rushing, Josh Smith, Shota Imanaga. Yeah, I've got all these, and I have a feeling this box might not help me. As a matter of fact, the last 10 I opened didn't help me. So Grant McCrae on that one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get anything out of this box unless it changes. Trey Turner, Shea Langoliers, Aaron Judge, Kedel Marte, and Alex Bregman on our silver. Walker Buehler, Fernando Tatis Jr., Colton Cowser, O'Neill Cruz, Zach Gallen, Royce Lewis, Zidane Rafaela, Luis Arias, Chase Young, and our light blue is Jose Altuve. Francisco Lindor, Zach Neto, Brooks Lee, Austin Hayes, Vladimir Guerrero, Bobby Witt Jr., Spencer Strider, Sandy Alcantara. Oh wow, we got our chrome. And that one's to $2.99. The purple are to $2.99. And they're more of a refractor. So the blue sparkle I've got right here to $1.99. And these are to $2.99. And yeah, I think these two cards, these two parallels would account for about 100,000 boxes right there. Just off the top of my head, I'm guessing on that. And I figured they got about 300,000 of the mega boxes because the mega boxes, the superfractors in the mega boxes, I believe, are around 30,000 or just under, a little under. So my guess is about 300,000 mega boxes. And these two parallels would take up about 100,000. So there may be a lot more. I was hoping to get more chrome than the relic cards. And Tomo Yuki Sagano on our purple refractor. Put that right there. Should get that in the sleeve. I do have a top load. It's just oversized. I guess I could use it for this because these are thicker, obviously, so it'd be appropriate. There we go. That's not bad. And James Wood, rookie silver. That's a good one right there. Yeah, got a Nick Kurtz rookie silver. And that's what another thing that's nice about this set is you've got all the players that, you know, had a significant presence during the season. And in Nick's case, he wasn't in either series 1 or 2 and only made it to the update or high number, things like that. Waiting on Heritage high number. I figure that should be coming out pretty soon. That didn't, I know Heritage regular didn't come out too long after Flagship, so I guess we'll probably just have to wait till Flagship update comes out. I guess it hasn't come out yet, right? I'm not sure. I haven't been paying much attention. I don't have much interest in Flagship anymore. Who knows, though? That can always change. A lot of it has to do with. I like getting Chrome cards occasionally. That's the thing. I'm not a big fan of the Chrome set, which is kind of strange. But I do like them as a parallel or an insert in other products. And it's pretty obvious they produce a lot of Chrome this year. Yeah, the real thing. I don't know if there's a higher number than the 299. I would be surprised if there were, because then you're talking about what about maybe like 80,000 cards right there. So I'm guessing this purple is probably the highest number you can get in the parallels, which would make sense because the back card was numbered to 299, so it wouldn't surprise me. And I don't know how big the back card set is. Oh, I guess this was bound to happen, wasn't it? Yeah, I got a stand, a display stand for like a dozen cards or so that I'm going to set up here pretty soon. I need to get a bigger desk. I got one. I've mentioned this before. I got a bigger desk. It's just I'm in the attic and I'm old. Thomas Sagisi. Yeah, this box is not going to help me because I don't even look at the number. I know I've called that name many times. William Contreras. Marcus Simeon. Yeah. But that's the way the coalition goes with Top. You might get a box that's a virtual duplicate of one you had before, and then all of a sudden you get one that gets you every card you need in the set, which is probably what's going to happen here. I thought that was, oh no, there's Haesung Kim or Haesung Kim. Yeah. Blake Snell. Giancarlo Stanton. Adrian Del Castillo. Pete Alonso. Tyler Soderstrom. And there's our blue refractor. Luis Angel Acuna and Hel Acuna. Not sure about that. Appears you get about one of the blues per box. That's what we've had so far. But I guess I really just got lucky with those Santa Clauses on the first two boxes. I was wondering about the odds on those. And the funny part it was they both came with a Pete Crow Armstrong short print, and that's not a coincidence. That's Topps collation. I would be surprised. There's probably a lot of Pete Crow Armstrong boxes with Santa Claus in them too. Others in mine. Tarek Skubal, yeah, I have all these. Leo Jimenez, that's a shame. Ezekiel Tovar, Dustin Harris, Shane Bieber. Yeah, tell you get one of those Nick Kurtz chrome parallels. There you go. It's going to pay for a box. Jason Dominguez. One more. Justin Henry Malloy. Evan Carter. Cole Reagans. Gotta make sure I turn those over. There's our silver. Manny Machado. You get 5 silver per box. It's probably a reasonable set to try to put together, I would think. You figure, what's that break down to? 40 boxes, so that's not bad. Wandy Diaz. Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Teoscar Hernandez. Yeah, I got all these. Zach Veen. Luke Keishel. Tomoyuki Sagano. There's Roki. I got that one too. There's Shohei. Got both his cards. He has number 1 and number 200 there. That's him batting. Number 1 is him pitching. Mookie Betts. And this is our short print, I assume. Oh, wait. No. It's turned around. Where is it? Is it? Am I missing something? Is it the gloves or? I don't see any. it says it's a short print. I can see actually the code from here. It's a short print, but I'm not aware of what about the card makes it a short print. Unless it's the wristbands, maybe. Maybe that's it. That doesn't quite look like it was actually on it. It looks like it's yeah. It's definitely I don't know. Maybe the wristbands and the gloves. I don't know. No, it looks like the wristbands. That's what it is. Yeah, the gloves. I can see some like reflection on the gloves, so that their gloves are legit. It's the wristbands. The wristbands have been photoshopped in. That's interesting. That's a tougher one. Usually they're pretty obvious. Because, I mean, I could see any player having wristbands like that. I don't necessarily think having wristbands like that indicates necessarily that it's a Christmas or holiday parallel. I guess that's what it is, right? Yeah, it's got. You can tell if you look actually under a magnifier that the wristbands are they're photoshopped in. Unless I'm missing something else, I don't see anything else. I don't know if you've seen the checklist for flagship basketball. It is absolutely the most insane, largest checklist or odds I've ever seen for any set ever. You really have to go check out the odds for Topps flagship basketball. It's incredible. You have to check it out. Literally, what was it? Like, I don't know if it was like 10 pages in the, whatchamacallit, in the download or something like that. Yeah, it's insane. And I will say one thing that's always been good about Topps, and you can see it here. They've always been good about putting value in retail. And a lot of what they do is they make a lot of stuff exclusive, excuse me, to retail. And they definitely did that with flagship this year, but they've always done that. Panini is just the opposite. They're like the worst with retail. I think the biggest one I remember was 2017 Donruss Optic football blaster boxes. Wow. Talk about no value. If it wasn't for Christian McCaffrey and Patrick Mahomes, that 2017 set would have especially optic blaster boxes. I think there's like you can get one refractor parallel possibly, but that's like the only parallel. I think there's no numbered cards. There's no like. I don't think they had the case hits at that time. Yeah, it's a big letdown. And if it wasn't for Patrick Mahomes, they would have very little value. Corbin Burns, Luis Angel Acuna. Yeah, this set. Here you go. There you see the two Lawrence Butler cards, exactly the same. That's a parallel. And you see the difference here. It's got the A's logo. Excuse me. Jazz Chisholm Jr., Jackson Holiday, Ozzy Albies. Yeah, and that's the way it is with Topps Collation. Um, if you get the same box you've already had, that's just it's tough luck. But I mean, just like I said, just as likely to get one that completes your set too. Um, Rhett Lauder, Nolan Arenado, Trey Sweeney. And our silver is Connor Norby, rookie. Not bad. One more. See if we can't get a last pack mojo. Dylan Cease. Drew Thorpe. Yeah, I don't even know why I'm looking. I just know the way Topps does collation. That's just the way it is. It wouldn't surprise me if like the very last card might be one I need. Just that kind of thing that I catch the edge of a of the switch, because obviously you're not going to have perfectly lined up for every box. It's going to vary a little bit, a lot of times because of the inserts in the box or something like that. Abdel Amador, Jacob deGrom, Anthony Santander, Mason Miller, Will Warren, Corbin Carroll. I know I don't need that one. And there you go. There's our snowflake. Now, I don't know yet. It's Jackson Churrill. It's nice. Rookie Cup. I don't know yet if it's a full set parallel or they just did certain players. I mean, the first few I've got are pretty decent players. I mean, but it's only a 200 card set, so most of the players are decent. But Jackson Churrill, Lawrence Butler, and Corbin Burns right now. And it does seem to be exclusive to the Mega Box, I'm guessing. Just because I've got 3. So the Mega Box is really, if you got, 2 short prints, right? Yeah, I got 2 short prints. You get 1 each of those parallels. That's 10. And then 5. And then we got a chrome, 11. And that was it. So, is that right? 2, 5, 10. Yeah, 11. So, you get actually a little more on the base cards than the 85 I thought. Some of the boxes, I think it worked out to about that. It seemed like it. I still can't remember what box I got this numbered card out of. This is to 99. See it on the back there, but it's a paper. It's not a chrome. I don't remember. I'm thinking it was the Mega Box. It probably was. That would explain my thought that it might be around 15 or so base cards. So I'll probably get a little more than 85 base cards per box. Obviously, in this case, we got 89. So this makes an easy sort because I know I didn't get any in. So I just need to separate them by the 2, the low 100 and the high 100. So thank you.